Hello, this is Yvette Constantopoulou that I want to share today some, how can I say, updates about the progress of this project, of the calendar for the Catholics of Greece, as it has been in use for already one full trimester from January to the current day. We are in the month of April, heading towards Holy Week. The calendar of the Catholics of Greece begins with a cover that includes the Litany of the Saints, a selection of saints that are using the short litany. And since it's all about saints, I would like to share what a beautiful experience it is for me to take one day at a time and continue to learn more about each of the saints in the Catholic Church. But as you can see on the cover, when we have common saints, you see them framed. And that is something very nice for me because for the month of January, for instance, I decided that since Pope Francis had expressed in Spes Non Confundit that ecumenical celebrations would take place during this Jubilee Year, Pilgrims of Hope. So I decided to turn myself into a pilgrim and living in a city where I don't have a Catholic church, I do small pilgrimages to the churches in town, mostly the cathedral. And this intention of the Pope should be that we have ecumenical celebrations that can show the wealth of the witnesses of the martyrs. Those of you who have the calendar can identify on this new form that I am collecting information. I am still using the same colors, where red indicates who the saints who are martyrs are. I have been there photographing, visiting the churches when we have common saints. And what you can see on this sample is that we have a large amount of saints. And this for me as a personal experience is very nice because I discover our faith that waits for us in a temple that is not Catholic. And I discover that we share the same saint on that date. Sometimes the saints are not celebrated in the same date, but interestingly, I have also been looking at the Orthodox calendar that I have for reference, and I discover new saints we have in common. So that is one of the details I want to include for a future edition, if that is God's will, for it to happen. So here I share with you, those who have the calendar again can recognize the saints that we have in common for the month of January, some of which are also martyrs. And in summary, I found 19 saints that can be found obviously according to the source that I had for the calendar, where we see the saints from the east and from the west. Interestingly, in January, we also had 3 popes on the same day, one of which, Agathon, he is also observed in the Orthodox Church. This happens on the 20th of February, as I indicate on with the arrow. And sometimes, like in the case for Cyril and Methodius, they are common saints, but the Orthodox have a different date to celebrate them. Those are aspects that I don't think should be a problem. They were saints, and they are saints, and they intercede for us. That's to our advantage. So here I have a summary. Here you see them again. You can recognize them. Some of the things I learned is like from the first image you see from the presentation of Our Lady. that there is this document called the Menologia that in the Byzantine times was used to have images, descriptions of the saints. And there is this one that was made a gift to Pope Paul VI and can be found in the Library of the Vatican. So that's a nice step of which I learned that it is good, that it brings us closer and together. Same is for the last image on this selection, you can see. And here in March again, we find 19 common saints. There are more days, like you see this week from the 25th till the 30th. I was going every day because the saints are common. Sometimes they also include another saint that is celebrated. But this has really changed my way to approach the Orthodox Church. I feel more at home with them. I remember when the Patriarch Bartholomew visited town, I went to greet him and I said I was Catholic, and his comment to me was, "It doesn't matter, that's not a problem." And that really opened up a door for me. So I continue to visit them. It's a very fruitful first trimester. I have even made some statistics. If I continue to walk every time that I find common saints, to document them, see, this time I'm creating a database with Byzantine style images. It would be about 1 day and a half that I will have walked. If I walk continuously, all the minutes that I spend every day to go and return, it would be like being a pilgrim for 1.5 days. And I want to offer it to the Lord for this purpose, to bring closer our faiths, that they are already together in mixed families. And I only hope that this Jubilee surprises us with different fruits of faith. Here are the saints for the month of March, and we continue as pilgrims of hope. Thank you. Mm.